Hello, everyone. Let me turn on my camera. And this is Lucy, and this is Thursday. And usually, Thursday, I have my interviews. Now, today, I was going to have a coffee chat with Kim Dia Giacomo is her name, lovely Italian name. However, there's been a miscommunication, and I don't know where my guest is, but she may join us in just a few minutes. The intent today was for us to discuss why, as elite coaches, first of all, why we chose Be Connected as the platform of our choice, and then what kind of inspired us to become elite coaches with Be Connected, and we were going to both talk about that. And so, since my guest is not with me, I will just kind of talk about how Be Connected differed from other network sites because I had never experienced links or buttons that I could actually click and they would actually lead me to a CTA, a call to action. And of course, when you are presenting, when you're broadcasting, it could be just a message. It could be that you're announcing a webinar, you're announcing a workshop. And of course, you always want to engage with your public, which is the whole intent for you to post and be alive or come live to a show like we're doing now. So for me, when I was introduced to Be Connected, I had never heard of the platform. I was introduced by an acquaintance of mine that I was in another business. And so when he mentioned this new platform to me, of course, number one, I was curious because it was new and I didn't know what a new platform meant. I was used to, like everybody else, being on Zoom, being on Facebook, and Instagram once in a while, and YouTube and LinkedIn. So I knew what, those platforms were, but I didn't know that one platform could do everything that those other platforms could do. And so for me, it was like, oh my God, this is a no brainer. So when I was introduced to it, immediately I wanted to become an affiliate because I am deep down an affiliate marketer. I was an affiliate of Tony Robbins and Dean Graciosi's first KBB program, which KBB stood for Knowledge Business Blueprint. That program morphed into Project Next after. And of course, it went through several editions. And so I was an affiliate for 4 years. And this past year, when they they didn't really introduce any new program, so I wasn't an affiliate for them this year. But interestingly enough, um, just a month before they were going to start marketing the program that they were going to do, the 5-day challenge, I was offered this opportunity with Be Connected. And I thought, oh my God, when you close one door, windows open up, other doors will open up. And so when this came to me with the knowing that the person who introduced me was a business person. So I knew it was, a no nonsense kind of situation. So I wanted to look into it. So when I did and found out that I could be an affiliate marketer, of course, immediately I went and bought, the platinum. Then I found out when I met with the chief operating officer, JR, who told me all about the advantages and the benefits of becoming an elite coach. I just went bonkers. Now, I never wanted to be a coach. I call myself a business mentor, and I work mostly with women over 60. And so I was used to working with Facebook, was used to working with StreamYard, was used to working with Zoom to have my video conferencing. But when I found out that there was this platform that would take care of all of those other platforms, I was just kind of, yes, this is for me. And so I did not hesitate and I just dove in to be connected and became an elite expert coach, even without knowing what I was getting myself into. Just, at the spirit, at my spirit, my gut level told me, yes, yes, this is it. Yes, go for this. And so I did. And I've never looked back and I've never been sorry. So those are the reasons to be, the reasons to become an elite coach, of course, would be connected are many, varied also. Because if you're a coach, not only are you kind of a trailblazer, but you're also the face, the person to represent Be Connected. You're one of the elite coaches who will guide people in this platform. And I've just been delighted with the guidance that I've been able to provide to other people who are coming on to the platform. It is such a delight to do that. And so some of the reasons to become an elite coach, of course, the possibility of the um, resource income. You know, the I've always looked for uh, s- a way to earn money while I sleep, and I found that this definitely was going to be it. Not only that, but that it was so new. Well, 4 years new, so I knew that they were really working on the platform. So that to me also indicated that it was a strong platform, that it was a platform for entrepreneurs, built by entrepreneurs. And I got really excited about that. And so I wanted to be an elite coach so I could help guide people coming into the platform, making them comfortable. And I figured that if I could do it, then anybody could do it because I was not born in the matrix. My generation was not. And we have a difficult time for the most part with navigation. Not here. Of course, everything's easy once you know how to do it. But, that's what's great about Be Connected. They have these elite coaches who are getting ready for all that public that's going to come in, and we are going to be able to guide these people through the platform. It is an honor to be able to do that. So those are some of the reasons. Also, the fact that it was, you could get in on the pre-IPO. How many times do you ever get that opportunity to get in on the bottom, that wave that's just about to pick up? I mean, I got very excited about that and wanted to be part of the bonus pool and whatnot. But more than anything else, I got very excited and want everybody to know about this platform. And as a matter of fact, I when I contacted people, they were just flabbergasted. They were as excited as I was, and they were able to join. So the other nice thing as an elite coach, I was starting to build my team, and that was very exciting. So, what am I looking to accomplish with this platform? Well, it's already happened. I have supersized my business. I have monetized my business as an affiliate, and so and more than anything else, it is the easiest way to connect with people. They have what they call a connection generator that is just a super way of contacting people. So I don't know if my guest is here. Hello, Kim. Can you hear me? Kim, can you hear me?
I'm here finally.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Sorry.
That's okay. Absolutely okay. I was just telling the audience about my experience, why I joined, you know, the BeeKonnected. And so I was just about to explain what I was looking to accomplish with this platform. So let's talk a little bit about you, Kim. Tell us what it is that you do, you know, here, not only on the platform, but what you do to impact people's lives, because I know that's what you
Mm.
do.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And sorry everyone for coming in a little late, little technical difficulties. So basically what I do is you see behind me, I'm called the money multiplier. So what I do is help people kind of reevaluate where their money's going and show them how to redirect it to other avenues so that we can create wealth instead of creating debts. So, teaching people how to look at their finances differently, hopefully learn how to achieve financial freedom instead of, being bogged down by loans and credit cards and things like that. Learn how to protect themselves, get the most out of their retirement, give them guidance as to the programs and the strategies that are out there to help people really kind of, put their finances on the right path. And I think, during COVID and, all these things that have been happening in the world, so many people have been impacted by the inflation and the cost of everything and, having to dip into retirement savings and savings in general during COVID, that people are still trying to recover from that. And, I have developed a lot of strategies and directions for people to go in so that they have, tools and the knowledge to be able to move forward and to attain that financial freedom, which means, eliminating debt, planning for retirement, having protection for your family, whether that be, in a life insurance or, savings or, annuities, 401ks, whatever that looks like for that particular person. But we just really focused on educating people, which I think is the most important part, is that so many people do not understand finances and don't understand, don't really sit back and take a good hard look at what they're doing. So that's basically what we do in a nutshell. It's, much more involved, but I like to just kind of put a little bit out there just to kind of give you an idea of what I do.
Kim, that is so important because
Mhm.
especially for women, because
Yes.
we have a special relationship with money that men
Uh-huh.
just don't have, and it's especially important at this this time, this era, because so many of us are living longer.
Mhm.
The people are retiring at 65. The statistics are not very happy. They're not happy statistics.
Mhm.
91% are either dead broke or dead. I mean, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
and people,
funny. That's a good way to say it. I like that. That's great.
yeah, it,
That's
it's
amazing.
unbelievable. And the fact is that people are just afraid to outlive
Yeah,
their investments. And here
that's
you
right.
are, just here
Mhm.
at the right time to, help them just kind of get over that bridge kind of thing. Even
Yeah.
just the fear of not knowing what to do and having
Yep.
somebody like you say, "Hey, you know what? I've been there before. I can help you. I can guide you." That to me is like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah,
So
I know, it's like a breath of fresh air. You're like, "Oh my god, I see the light at the end of the tunnel."
right,
And it's so funny that you had said about, money running out and things, and then that's definitely a big concern. And, it just happens that I was on a call yesterday with um, one of my referral partners, and I just got privy to a platform that I'm able to put in Social Security, put in retirement plans, put
wow,
in pensions, 401ks, you name it, and you put it all in, and it actually shows a chart of when you're going to start seeing a where your money starts running out, right? Where you're going to have a shortfall, right? And then we can plan based on that information. We can plan and kind of compensate for that now before it's too late.
Wow, that is so important before it's too late. Those are magical
Mhm.
words, before it's
Yes.
too late. Really. I'd like to ask you, how long have you been with Be Connected at this point?
So I have been with BeeKonnected probably almost a year now, I think. I think it's almost a year. And a friend of mine had introduced me to the platform, and I was on all the normal LinkedIn, Alignable, all these other, platforms, and I had different forms of being able to network. But when I saw BeeKonnected, I was kind of floored by, the capabilities and all the options that I'm able to do that I'm not able to do on other platforms. And that, I think, once I saw it and I had the demonstration, and I talked to different people, I realized that this is an amazing platform because I can do everything that I'm looking to do for my business in one place,
Right.
right? Which to me is invaluable. I'm one of those people, like, everything I want everything like in one place instead of having to go from
Me
here
too.
to there to here to there. And if one thing doesn't work, it doesn't really fall into place. And I like the fact that, there's certain things that right now that I don't really like using, but I have to because I don't have a choice. But
Right.
having Be Connected, and the capabilities that it has been, really exciting to me. And I'm very excited for what is to come.
So the reasons okay, so you could have just easily become a member, a platinum member, and become an affiliate. What was
Mhm.
the reason for you to become an elite coach with Be Connected?
Because I felt like, because I was so excited about the platform, and because a lot of my business is about educating people on new things and things that can help them, I knew that being a coach would be just another tool that I could offer to people
Mhm.
to, not only my individual employee, my individual clients, but I do a lot of work for small business owners. And I think this would be a great platform for my business owners to be able to get their business out there, and being able to coach people and putting them in the right direction of how to use this platform, I think, is just another tool that I'm able to offer to my clients. So, a big part of what I do is, obviously, like I said, education. So I'm always adding new things to the tool belt, as they say, right? So I have a
The
tool belt and
toolkit.
I just keep adding things to it, right? So the more tools that I have, the more things that I can get accomplished, right? The more things that I can offer my client, that makes me a valuable resource to them, having these different means of helping their business, whether that be financially, or whether that be, a platform like this where they can, really showcase their business, and
Right.
really connect with other business owners that, could potentially be partners with them, right? Or could
Exactly.
potentially, help them grow their business. And, you know, having the opportunity to be a coach, I just said, you know what, this is a great opportunity. And I just jumped on it right away. And especially, being it's a, starting from the ground up and being a part of that, I think is just a special opportunity, an amazing opportunity that I just could not pass up. And, I'm just so thankful that I've had this opportunity to be able to do this. And, and I'm growing with it as well. So,
Right.
every day I'm learning, every day I'm learning something else. And every day I'm,
Right.
finding new things to, and those are things that I want to share with people. And I've been saying, is that I want to be able to share things with people. My whole point is to help people, and that is something that I really wanted to do in my life, was to be able to have a job that had meaning, that I'm going to help people. And this, again, is just another avenue for me.
Absolutely, and fulfillment
Mhm.
in life it's not about it's about money, but it's not about money. Money is just
That's
a
right.
currency that can help us live better. And so,
That's
but the
right.
fulfillment of
Mhm.
actually being able to help somebody succeed is just so powerful. And Be
Mhm.
Connected is just makes it easier for us. You came in just at the point where I was um, going to explain what I was looking to accomplish with this
Yeah.
platform. So why don't
Mhm.
you go ahead? What are you looking to accomplish with this platform? And then we'll go back and forth and we'll have a chat about things.
Okay, great. So there's a couple of aspects of this business that of this platform that I really drew me to it. And one is currently I do now have a podcast. So I do have a podcast that's broadcasted on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, all the platforms.
Mhm.
And I loved and we've used many like streaming services to be able to, get these podcasts out up and running and out. And I just did not find, that I really loved any of them, right? I really always found something that I didn't like about it. And when I saw what BeeKonnected was capable of doing, with the seminars and streaming and, all these different tools that I had at my disposal, I was like, you know what? This is gonna really take my broadcasting, my podcasting. I want to do a blog. I want to, be able to get on, on the social media and do all these different things. And Be Connect is going to give me that opportunity with something that I feel is like a amazing tool. And I've, just being able to do what I've done so far has completely changed my look at, I'm not as frustrated and nervous that this platform isn't going to, how I felt with other platforms where things just weren't working out the way I wanted them to. And I just think that everything that they've shown us and everything the capabilities of what's going on this platform is just amazing. And I think that this is going to take my business to the next level. That's why I'm so excited to be able to use the tools and, things like what we're doing right now in this meeting, you have your picture up there. I can click on your website, or I can click on to sign up for Be Connected right there. I don't have to go out and go to another website and then
Right.
go and sign up. I can do everything right there. I can, post something on the bottom of the screen and say, "Go and look at this right now." Take a look at this. So everything is right at our fingertips. And I'm one of those people that I need stuff like right away. I have to say I don't have the most patience in the world, so I
It
so I like
it's
I like having everything right at my fingertips, and this platform affords me that ability, and I am just blown away by, what I'm gonna be able to do with this, and it's definitely gonna catapult, my business to that next level and beyond. So,
you
I'm
know
just so excited about it.
And you bring up a good point, that for
Mhm.
me, it was like, "Oh my god, what can I accomplish?" Well, I'll tell you what I can accomplish. I can get rid of all those other platforms that I'm paying extra money for,
Yep.
and
Mhm.
I don't have to remember all those passwords. I mean,
Exactly.
for me, I've
Ugh,
just always said the person who invents the whatever we can do other than password is gonna be a rich person,
yep,
you know?
that's right.
Um, that comes up with that. But then the other thing that I like is that, we have a close connection to the co-founders. And
Yes.
we, we're like a team. We're like
Mhm,
building this platform together
mhm,
and making it
mhm,
what entrepreneurs want
mm,
it to be. I love the
mhm.
fact that it was built for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. And so they know very well exactly what it is that we need at our fingertips, you know?
That's right. I mean, that's
So
so important, just to be able to give our feedback because, I mean, who better to give you that feedback but people that are using it, right? People that are out there needing these services and needing these tools, you know, the fact that we get to put our input in is great. I mean, I love that. I think, you know,
priceless. Mhm.
priceless. Yeah, absolutely. That's the word, priceless. It's that, because we're the ones that are using it day to day and we're the ones that have those challenges and those things that we're
Right.
looking to achieve and accomplish and having the ability to put our input in and having that close like I know I can get a meeting with one of the co-founders and give them my feedback and say, hey, look, this I'm looking to maybe we can do something like this, what do you think? And and then to see it happen is
Yeah.
like
A
great.
and you're right. I love that they walk the talk because, I feel like I'm being seen. I feel like I'm being heard.
Hmm.
There is a lot of connection with
Hmm.
everybody. I mean, you can
That's right.
connect, completely, like, it's in unbelievable. But one of the things that I like the most is that you come to on the platform, and with the click of a button, if somebody's on, you click their name, and you can connect with them.
Hmm.
You can chat with them. It's unbelievable. Where do you get
Yeah.
that anywhere else?
You
You
don't.
just
You don't.
don't.
Mm-mm.
You just don't.
Mm-mm.
Well, now have you met other entrepreneurs that you've been able to connect with? Well, actually, you and I connected just
Yeah.
2 days ago, and look what we're
That's
doing now. We're
ex
collaborating. I mean, this is what
exactly. See, that
this
this
was
is what it's all about, right? This is about meeting like-minded individuals
right.
who are looking to achieve the same things. And, you know, like you said, I met you 2 days ago and we were like instantaneous, like, we got to do this. We got to get on a call and collaborate on some of these things. And I've done that with other people and I bought, I'll give you, for instance, one of the people that I belong to a networking group, doing the podcasting, we kind of got together and I showed him this platform. He's like, "Oh my God, that's great." Like, we got to do this. And, just, I've met other people that through the platform that are, like you said, are like-minded, that want to accomplish the same things and collaborate on different topics and, come together and share information with people. And I think that I've been able to do that. And like you said, it's so user friendly that it's
Yeah,
so easy to make connections. And, I love making connections with people all over the world, right? And
right.
this platform affords me the ability to do that, right? If I want to
Absolutely.
meet somebody in another country, like I had a meeting yesterday with someone who was in Slovenia, I think it was, or yeah, it was Slovenia, I think something
Yeah.
like that. And we had a conversation like she was in the next room with me, right?
I know.
So, being able to connect with people not just in my area but all over the world is really an amazing tool, because a lot of the stuff what I do can help anybody anywhere, right? So
Absolutely. Yeah.
right? So I think, like you said, this being so user friendly and being able to really connect with people that, have that same like-mindedness, is really an amazing tool. And honestly, that's really another stepping stone to growing your business, is meeting people like yourself who, like I said, we hit it off right away and we said, we got to do this.
And
And it was
and
just great. I
and
mean,
voila,
I
here
love
we
it.
are.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And
Exactly,
here we
exactly.
are.
Here we are. Unbelievable. So we know how easy it is to make the connection. And the fact, this really blew my mind. The fact that they had, or Tonya, the CEO, was way before Chat GPT. I mean, the
Mhm.
artificial intelligence
Mhm.
connection generator was big, and so she was way ahead of her time. She's
Yeah.
such a visionary, and so the co-founders are they're just they're like family, and it's so
Yes.
nice to be able to be part of their thinking, of their vision, of their future. I mean,
Mhm.
that is so wild to me. Where
Oh my
else can you get
goodness.
that?
But
You
I mean,
know?
when I had my first conversation with the co-founders, I was blown away, like you said. I mean, just so insightful, just what a vision to what they wanted to accomplish on this site was I mean, I was blown away from the first moment I had a conversation with them. And like I said, that's, a big part of the reason why I got so excited about this, because, you know, they were so excited about it. And they,
Right.
I love their vision, right? And I love their energy and the fact that they were, knew what direction they wanted to go. And they had so much knowledge between them, that I knew this was going to be a successful, place to be. And I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. So yeah, the co-founders are amazing. And, like you said, and I think it's so important. It's no matter what group you're in, what networking group, what platform, it's business, but it's also about making those connections, making friends, you know, feeling like you're part of a family and not just
Right.
a number on a board, you know what I mean? It's really truly so important to have that to
The word
have
that
those
comes to me
connections.
is the camaraderie that
Yes.
you just everybody is just so sweet and positive and happy.
Mhm.
It's a
And
happy
wanting to
place.
help, and wanting
Yeah.
to help. Like, people are not like, "Oh, I don't have time for you," like, anybody that I've reached out to and asked for help, like, even when I was starting out as coaching and excuse me, I didn't understand something. I mean, I reached out to a couple people and they were like right away, like on it. Like they're like,
I
yes, I
know.
mean, absolutely. What questions do you have? How can I help you? You know, and I just find that to be I love that, because I do that for my clients. I do that for my networking people. I do that for my
Right,
referral partners. Anytime somebody calls me on the phone, I'm like, okay, what do you need? Right? How can I help
right.
you?
Yeah. That it's so great because, like you say, and I wake up in the morning and my first thought is, how can I best serve today? How
That's
can I
right.
serve my clients? And this,
Mhm.
I just know that I feel very supported by this platform. Even just
Mhm.
support when you need a question answered. You ask support and you know,
Oh,
I mean, most platforms you have to wait 24 hours, sometimes 48
mhm.
hours. Not here, usually within
Nope.
an hour. And they know
Oh,
you
yeah.
by name, they know you who I mean, it's a family, it's a community, you know?
Yeah, and
It's
that I'm telling you, I've used that support a few times, and they're on it. Like, I
right.
had to update my picture on the site. I had to change, some background or whatever, and I was having a little bit of a tough time. I reached out to them within, like, 10 minutes. She had my picture. I sent the picture, she did it, sent it back to me, and I had it up on my site, and, I can't tell you in what I do, there's so many times where I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for people to get back to me. "Oh, we'll get back to you in 48 hours," or "We'll get back to you in 24 hours." And like, "No, I need help now." And,
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
super nice people, super helpful. And, I cannot say enough about, the ability to get our questions answered and our concerns answered as soon as possible, like right
yeah.
away.
Kim, yeah, you bring up such a good point because one of the first walls, so to speak, that I hit when I started my online business
Mhm.
was customer support.
Yep.
All of a sudden, I was working with this big guru. I was into e-commerce. I didn't
Mhm.
know what I was doing, but one of the first realization that, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Was I needed help and I was told to fill out a form, and they would get back to me in 48 hours. I can't tell you, Kim, in 48 hours, I had forgotten what I had asked. I'd forgotten.
Exactly. Oh
You
my
know?
that's so funny. They're like, "Why did I call you? I don't
What
remember now."
what is it? What is it I needed help with? It's like and then the worst thing that you could ever get as a reply back is, "Could you be more specific?"
Like,
Or
what was the question I asked you originally? I don't, because at that point, after 48 hours, you've probably had, other
you're on
stuff
to
going
something
on and
else.
other questions that you needed answered, and now you're like,
Exactly,
"Well, I don't remember which one I asked of you first to begin with."
right.
It's funny. It is. It's so very true. And
Mm,
and I'm on calls all day long with underwriters and support groups, and now everybody, you can't get anybody on the phone anymore. It's like you
nope,
gotta send in an email, and then you gotta wait for them to get you come back to you, and it's I have to tell you the most frustrating thing that I can like I said, I don't have patience. So, that really kind of falls into, me needing immediate assistance. And
right.
that's what this plan has to offer, what, this group has to offer. And I think it's just an amazing tool to be able to have, and have that help, because we
Yeah,
all need help at some point or other. We're not all experts at everything. And, there are times when we do need help with certain things. And,
right.
being able to do that is, I mean, huge, huge.
Well, you just bring up a big point here that,
Mhm.
you said it right. We are solopreneurs,
Yeah,
entrepreneurs, you know, but here we don't feel like we're all alone, you know,
that's
and,
right.
I can connect with somebody and get some help. For example, I had a 9 o'clock call this morning with
Mhm.
one of the coaches, and I wanted some kind of self-assurance kind of thing, you know, that's like mindset, I
Yeah.
mean, and so it was so rewarding for me to know, first of all, that I could make that connection, that I could actually have a support decision call with somebody, and that
Mhm.
somebody was even willing to be there for me. And I mean, it's one thing after the other. I get so excited that I get tongue tied that about this about. But I do want to ask you, what specific goals might you have or milestones that you're aiming to achieve, with your presence on Be Connected on this platform?
I think one of the next milestone for me on this platform is to really up my connections, really, start using that connection generator to, really build my presence. So when I start, besides that, like I said about the podcasting, I want to start doing, I did this a while ago when I kind of got away from it because I didn't really have the right tools. I didn't have the right, platforms to use, but start doing like seminars. And
Mhm.
I'm actually starting to put together a women's seminar in September, which is going to be a on-site um, on-site presentation where we're going to have different womenpreneurs, like different women. So it's really women empowering other women. So having women coming in and doing their presentation, sharing their business, sharing their experiences,
Right,
sharing, and putting that all together. And I think doing little seminars in the meantime before then is going to generate the necessary um what's the word I'm looking for, excitement or whatever that is to be a part of it, and to participate in the I apologize for that, in the seminar. And there's I try to do this. I tried to do this a while ago, was to create a networking group with just women, right? So women supporting other women.
mhm,
And this, I think, with being able, my next goal is to be able to, make my presence, more so on Be Connected, bring my following to Be Connected, right? My other
right,
networking groups, get people in, and then
right,
really promoting the different educational seminars that I'm looking to accomplish. So I think
right.
that's really my next steps of, and really kind of putting, all my energy into Be Connected and growing my presence here. And then really, taking that to the next level. So that's really my next goals for that. Um,
And it's amazing as you're talking, I'm thinking about 3 people that I can
mhm.
connect you with,
See?
just because of what you wanna do, and
Right.
they're like-minded and wanna do the same thing.
Mhm.
That's what's
Yep.
great about this, but business is all about collaboration, and
Mhm.
what I like the most about this platform is that it's easy. They
Right.
make it easy to collaborate with people.
Mhm.
Just like you and I are doing right now. It was easy
Right.
peasy, wasn't it? I met you 2
Yep.
days ago, and here we are collaborating.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. I mean, and that, really, I think I've struggled over the last, when I have, since I started my business, was, really finding that right, really finding my footing as to how do I get my name out there? How do I get my presence out there? And really truly dig my heels in and start collaborating with people that, like yourself, that can really, put us to the next level, really get us those connections. So now, two people, right? So say I know two people that, I want to connect with you. So that's really how it organically kind of
Right,
comes together, and, grows each of our networks, right? And if we do this, a couple times a day, or a couple times a week, and before you know it, your following or your group grows exponentially without even that much help, without even that
yeah,
much work, right? And not much time that you have to put into it. It just kind of organically grows there. And I think one of the key things is, when you, like, by meeting people on the site, is setting those one-on-one meetings, right? Setting those face-to-face meetings and getting to truly know somebody. You can connect with somebody, but if you don't have that interaction, they're
right.
not going to know what you do. They're not going to understand you. They don't understand you as a person. They don't, when me and you connected, we, like I said, we had that instant connection where
Mhm.
we knew we wanted to work together because we thought the same, and we're, doing the same, having the same kind of ideas and purposes for our business. And because we had that one-on-one, here we are today. Now, if I
I
just
know.
met you and didn't have that, how are we going to make that connection? Right? How are
Absolutely,
we going to do
absolutely.
that?
Oh my God. So, I'd like to just talk about how can someone become part of this network? I mean, obviously, you and I are sending out our affiliate links to our friends
Right.
and our
Mhm.
colleagues, telling them about the this wonderful platform. But how can somebody become a part of this network? I mean, so far we've done everything word of mouth.
Yeah.
You
So,
know.
I mean, I think by and this is what I do, and so I'm part of a bunch of different networking groups, right? So every time
Mhm.
I'm in a meeting, put my I say, listen, I put a little shout out to Be Connected saying, hey, listen, you got to check out this new platform. Grab that free membership, see what it's all about. And if it's something, that you really want to, that you find valuable, hop on, get that free membership, and then you'll see what this platform can do, and then you can upgrade and get to use the tools that we get to use. But just it's constant repetition of saying you got to check this out, you got to check this out, and kind of plastering it out there. And I every once in a while I'll throw a shout out in on my pages that I have on Facebook or social media, whatever that may be, and say, hey, listen, check this new platform out, you're going to love it,
Yeah.
just kind of and then like you said, it's word of mouth is really key at this point. I don't know what you do, but maybe you have a different approach, or a different, something else that you could add to that as well. But I think, that's what I've been doing, for the moment
Well,
anyway.
you know what I like about it is I do weekly interviews. And
Oh.
so, today is Thursday and it's usually the
Hmm.
weekly interview, but we're having this coffee kind of chat,
Hmm.
about Be Connected. And so it's not quite an interview, but it's fine because it serves
Yeah.
a purpose. So what I do, what I find really easy for me is when I
Hmm.
want to, now I have a whole new set of an entire database that offers me, people who have fabulous stories because I love to empower women and tell their stories because I'm fascinated by
Hmm.
people's stories. And now I
Hmm.
have 25,000 more people eyeballs, to
Yeah,
touch with. And so
exactly.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And people are really kind of very open because we're
Hmm.
all starting with this new platform. We're all branding ourselves sort of. And look at the way I can brand myself here. Here are the
Hmm.
colors of my Launch Lab Academy, which is my
Hmm.
business, orange
Hmm.
and look at that. And I have a button here where somebody can just click and get my free e-guide to
Yeah.
build your brand like
Hmm.
a pro. Well, that tells people what I'm doing pretty much, And so
Hmm.
without my even saying anything, I mean, it's all right here.
I know. Well, that's what I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's just a click away, right? You can
Yeah,
click on, I'm on Zoom. I literally have to get off Zoom, go to that person's website, go to here, go to there. Right now, I can, if I'm doing it, we're talking like me and you are talking, I can go click on your join Be Connected for free, and I can go right there and join right now, instead of, because what
exactly.
happens is we get off the call and now all of a sudden I got a call and now I completely forgot, well, that you should go to this site to get, and then
Right.
I completely forgot about it. And then before you know, it's like, all right, I'll get to that later. And then it's gone. Right. So having this ability to just say, click here or click on your community right here, click on my group to hear, things, see my posts every day or whatever that may look like. Click on your book and get some information. So I love that fact that we're able to do that and customize it. Like this orange just pops, right? The minute I saw it, I was like, wow, this is great. Like, because it just popped right off the screen. Right.
Right.
um and just being able to just customize things, and there's widgets, and you got the little stars and the dots and stuff behind it. I mean, I just love it, and I think these tools, these little touches make a huge difference in um when people look at things, and people, again, it's just a click away,
I know.
and then you don't have to worry about it, right?
It
It's done.
reminds me, you're just a click away. I love that. Just like it reminds me of Russell Brunson. You're only one funnel away. You're just a click away. That's a good mantra. You know that I
I
love
like just
mantras.
easy, easy, click away, honey, let's go, click away.
you mentioned my background. I just want you to know that I'm not, up until now, I'm not the techiest person in the world. But do
Uh-huh.
you know that another kind, elite coach said, who does this all the time, and she can do it like in 2 minutes, did this for
Mhm.
me? I mean, I was
Mhm.
like flabbergasted. "You're gonna do
Mhm.
this for me? How wonderful." I didn't have to go to Fiverr and,
Right.
and
Yep.
and and so, I want to be there for that person so that if I can give value to that person, then hey, I owe you one. And it's not even about that. It's just being here for one another,
That's
helping one
right.
another out. It's so
Mhm.
wonderful.
Look, I'm not I mean, I think I'm fairly decent on the computer, but obviously there's always something to learn, always something that kinda stumps you, and,
Mhm.
like, I can reach out to you, say, "I know Lucy, I know her background's great, I'm gonna ask her how she did hers," I'm gonna ask
Right,
I'm gonna get her advice how I should do mine or how I should make mine look, and um, I really just like that option to be able to have somebody that I can just go to and being having those chats and all those chats and just saying, okay, I'm going to go to Laura Kenny, right? I'm going to go her and and I had reached out to her because I had, I wanted to ask her, advice on something because I see her doing a lot of things that I want to do. And I
right,
reached out and I'm like, how'd you do that? Can you like guide me in the right direction? And right away we got on a call, we talked it through and I was able to get my questions answered. So you don't even have to go to support. You can go to, any of your connections or people
right.
that, you have spoken to or have you seen on our calls and other coaches um and I think
Yeah.
that, really it's
The
amazing.
collaboration is
Mhm.
unbelievable.
Mhm.
For the sake of time, now for
Yep.
those who are interested in joining, Kim, what
Yep.
steps or processes would you recommend that they take to tap into the resources for business, for their business growth? You mentioned something. You mentioned the free membership. Now, we're not talking
Yep.
about free trial here. We're
No.
talking about free membership. And for the
Mhm.
most part, a lot of people will be fine with the free membership because our
Yep.
free membership offers so much more than other platforms, you know?
That's right.
And
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah.
so anybody listening, what would if somebody says, "Oh, I'm interested in joining BeeKonnected," what steps, would you recommend they take at this point?
I mean, hopefully, they could I mean, I really would guide them into talk to at least one of the elite coaches, someone that can really answer their questions. Kind of go onto the website and just check out. There's different things that you can take a look at that can give you some background as to what the platform's all about. And then hopefully reaching out to the person that mentioned it to you, or if you saw that on some when you were, uh, you know, surfing the internet or whatever, is to reach out to somebody and just to get those questions answered. And like you said, because they do have that free membership, it's not like you said, not a free trial that you're going to get. I don't know about you, but I hate those free trials because all right, if you do
I
this
know.
trial for 7 days, then you're going to get charged after 7 days, and people forget, and now they're getting charged for something that they're not even using because they forget, right? So having the ability to have that free membership is like great because you can have that forever. Like you said, if that's okay for you, you can keep that free membership, right? It's not going to cost you anything. But once you get on that platform and then somebody that's part of Be Connected, connect with them. Ask them how to, what's the best approach to be able to, be a part of this group? How do I get started? I know I have questions that I want to ask about what I want to do, and is this platform going to let me do that? So having your questions answered, I think, is going to be the first step in deciding whether Be Connected is a place for you to be.
Yeah, and actually there's 3 quick steps, it's getting
Mhm.
your profile up, it's
Yep.
you, doing something with
Mhm.
your virtual office, which this is.
Right.
Be Virtual is our office online, and
Mhm.
then posting. I mean, the fact that you can post as many times
Yep.
as you want with a free membership, the fact that you can join groups, as many groups as you want,
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
unbelievable. The fact that you can have 100 attendees, and
Yeah.
you can stream to 2 other social platforms, all for the free membership.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And where are you gonna find that? We're not gonna find that anywhere. I can tell you right now. You're not. That's
Yeah,
it's just amazing of the value you get just for that one free membership.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
like you said, the steps are easy. There's always somebody to help you. That's what we're here for. Just getting everything set up and getting things looking the right way. There's always somebody to help, and the steps are like you said, is very easy. It's 1, 2, 3. You get it going, and people don't get frustrated. When things become difficult, people tend to give up, right? And they're like, "Ugh, like I don't want to do this anymore. Like this is too complicated." But because it's so simple and those connections and those chats. I mean, yesterday alone, I put 3 posts out there alone yesterday, one after the other. It's like, you
Wow.
know why? Because I got into this rhythm of there was a couple things that I wanted to share, and I had to kind of break it up into like individual or business. And I kind of did 2 posts, and then I'm like, you know what? I got a third I can do, and then I did another one. So it was like it's unlimited to what you can do. Like if I wanted to do a podcast a week, I could do that. If I wanted to do a seminar every Thursday, I can set that up on a weekly basis, right? To be, an ongoing thing and get promoted through the site. So yeah, I mean the steps to get started with Be Connected is not hard at all. And if you do know somebody that's part of it, like I said, they can walk you right through it and it's easy. What's that word? Easy peasy? Let's say
Easy
easy
peasy.
peasy.
Easy. But
I
you're
like that word, easy
absolutely
peasy.
You're absolutely right, because if it weren't easy peasy, I would not be able to I would be too
No.
frustrated. And
Yep.
so this is just the fact that I know that I can turn, just like this morning, I could turn to somebody
Mm.
and knew that that person would help me, and
Yep.
knew that they would do it with a smile and be
Yep.
happy to help me. That was that's the greatest feeling in the world,
Yeah.
because you're not alone. Yes, you do
Mhm.
have to work alone, but you don't feel like you're all by yourself being on
That's
this
right.
platform. So,
Yeah.
any last minute thoughts about Be Connected
I mean,
and
all I can say is that I know how excited I am about it. I know how excited you are about it, and I know that once this gets out there and Be Connected gets out there and is like a household name, it's going to be sky's the limit. It's
yeah,
there's you got some super talented people behind the scenes, and I know that you know that I know that I'm lucky to be a part of this, and I've gotten in the beginning, and I know where this is going to take my business, and so excited to share this with everybody else. Right? I'm so excited to share. I mean, I always say like, you guys got to join. No, you have to join. It's free. You got to join. And then it's like the next thing out of my mouth every single time I talk to somebody, join this platform. You're tired of LinkedIn, you're tired of all these same platforms that you're not getting any response with. And just being part of this, I've gotten more response than I've gotten from LinkedIn and all the time that I've been there.
well, that you bring up another point, and because you mentioned it before. The thing is that who doesn't like free?
Right.
Number one, who
Right.
doesn't like free?
Yep.
And the fact is that that it's the one platform that takes care of everything.
Right.
I mean, I am so happy that I don't have to renew all my other platforms.
Oh, I
Okay,
already canceled
I
Zoom
saved
like a
money
while ago.
already.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm done. We're done. Like, I don't have to pay for that anymore. I got one payment. That's it. I don't want to have 5 other payments coming out, because I
and
got to
and
remember
Kim,
this
for
and
me,
remember that.
Kim, for me, no censorship. I mean, I was put in
No.
jail twice and
Oh,
couldn't.
on Facebook? I can't even tell you how many times I've been in jail. It's been crazy. I was like, "What? I didn't even say anything. Like, why am I
and
in jail? So you can't use this platform for 2 weeks now." I'm like, "Okay. All
and you
right.
could
So
never
much for
find
freedom
out
of
for
speech."
you could never find out why, and you could
No.
never connect with anybody to
No.
get help. I mean, very
Mm-mm.
frustrating. I mean,
Yep.
so this is a no-brainer, folks.
Yep.
Free, who doesn't like free? Even the free membership is going to get you way more than any of the other platforms together. So
That's
do
right.
contact us. Let us help you. Kim and I are here to guide you.
Mhm. Yep.
Take advantage of this, and don't even think twice. It's a no-brainer. All right.
That's
Be
right.
seen, be heard, be connected.
Yay.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for
Um,
being here. I so
thank
appreciate you.
you. This
And,
was so much fun. I so enjoyed myself. This was great. I love it.
great. And we will be
So
talking,
exciting.
we will keep updating one another. You see, folks, that's what we do. I mean,
Mhm,
I can talk to Kim every day. I can just say, "Hello,
mhm,
how are you?"
mhm.
That
That's right.
so that's what's
Absolutely.
cool. Okay,
All
so I'm
right.
gonna say thank you for being here, Kim, and thank you for my audience for being for tuning in, whether it's the replay or yes, and just know that the buttons are going to be there for the replay, so you can check it all out. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bye.
We love you, and we'll see you soon next week.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye for now.